everyone, to the Nikki Clarke Show. I'm your host, Nikki Clarke, and I'm so thrilled to be here with you all. But before we get started, let's make sure we check in and see if everyone is doing great. How's everybody doing? Fantastic, fantastic. 17 years goes by very quickly, and I have to say that I am ecstatic about the 17th year of the Nikki Clarke Show. We've been around transforming lives one story at a time, meeting people from all walks of life, and listening to their incredible heart stories, their stories of transformation, empowerment, and upliftment. And we have yet another incredible story to share with you today. We are delighted to welcome a dynamic entrepreneur and visionary, Simonne Cormier, the founder and owner of Au Naturel Solutions. And through her company, Simonne is dedicated to providing natural, holistic solutions that empower individuals to live healthier lives inside and out. Welcome, Simonne.
Thank you, Nikki, for having me here and for being able to share my story.
Absolutely, and I can't wait to have you share your journey because it's really compelling. So let's get to it. Can you share a little bit about your journey that inspired you to start Au Naturel Solutions?
Absolutely. In 2016, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and through the process, I discovered that the type of breast cancer I had was estrogen and progesterone positive. And when my surgeon counseled me in looking for natural materials because of the elevation of estrogen and whatnot, I was dedicated to find the right solution for myself. And when I couldn't find it, I then started the journey of looking of how to create one out of my own sewing room and to prototype it. And it's been a journey. It has certainly been a journey. Many mistakes I've made, but a lot of things that I've done right. And I think it goes to the mentors that I have and the people that believe in what I'm doing. It makes a difference.
Absolutely. So I'm just trying to, envision you receiving the news in 2016 and how it must have impacted you in a very profound way. And what was it that drew you to start a business? So some people may receive devastating news and retreat within themselves, but you did something different. What was that process like?
Breast cancer was not immediately in my family, so to receive that news was shocking. Shocking to me, shocking to my doctor, my GP at the time. And it just really, with the support of my husband, my family, my children, it goes a long way to build you. And there's a lot of people who give up, who just don't know how to make things better for themselves. I am innovative. I am a creator. I always look for solutions when there's something that happens. So because I was not comfortable and because the disruption of estrogen in my own body, my experience was not very well received by me. I was a public servant. I had a lot of years as a public servant
in PEI,
as federal government public servant, and in Prince Edward Island. And because I was the face of certain departments, I needed to have clothing that draped properly. And when I underwent the lumpectomy, things just didn't fit. They didn't drape. They didn't. I just wasn't comfortable in myself. So my very first prototype was actually a bamboo blend sock. that I put into the bottom part of my bra to support and to stabilize the two sides so they looked even.
Right.
And when I did that, the estrogen calmed. So I knew I was onto something. And I knew that by using natural materials, as my surgeon had said to me early on, that was the key. And so I went to my sewing room. I did my prototype. I was able to find the materials and visit a mill in New Brunswick that did the felting and prepared alpaca for me as part of my initial prototype. It was just how my brain works.
Very creative,
Very
innovative,
creative
as you described. I think that's powerful, to be able to take what meant to support you, and then you realize, okay, this is an epiphany to help other women going through the same situation. My own personal journey, my mother is a sister fighter. That's what she describes women who are warriors of breast cancer. And she describes incredible back pain because of the mastectomy and just feeling, lopsided, if I can use that word. Yeah, right. Feeling off. So this is where the prosthetic comes in to support and to bring back balance. And you described estrogen as a hormone kind of replenishing itself because of just the shift in the positioning.
It's not really the positioning, but it's endocrine disruption is an elevation
it's a gland. Okay.
of estrogen. So certain foods, materials can cause an elevation.
Gotcha.
And if you're already on an imbalance, it causes that disturbance that can, I mean, we're put on drugs to reduce the estrogen. And then we're wearing clothing and whatnot that actually elevate. So it's important. And that was the message from the surgeon at the time was look for natural materials. Natural materials are non-disruptive. And that is really what brought the balance.
You talked about this being a shock, getting the news of having cancer because it didn't show up in your family. I can say that cancer runs in my family, so that's something that we have to be very careful of. My grandfather and my brother passed away from it, but my mom is, she's the fighter, and she has a great community supporting her. When you have, I'm sure, spoken to your doctor about it, how does cancer show up if it's not genetically coming down the line? Is it environmental? Where does it come from?
A lot of it is environmental. It's in our food. It's in our clothing. It's in our environment. I mean, we see more and more news about petroleum products and plastics being present in everything. So we're actually ingesting a lot of toxins, daily. And I think it speaks volumes to have a surgeon that actually believes and supports the natural materials. And that stayed with me. In 2016, when I was diagnosed, and then very shortly after, he gave me that bit of advice. And it stayed with me. It was like, well, how can I make that change to make it better for me? And that bamboo sock that I used like a teenager in the bottom of my bra is where everything really started.
Okay. It propelled you to, create even more holistic solutions. So let's talk about your services. Describe what they are and what sets them apart from other companies.
Well, my services are the breast prostheses, the external breast prostheses. It's antimicrobial, antibacterial, natural materials. I utilize alpaca,
Okay.
which has those properties. And that's part of the inner workings of this external breast prosthesis, which makes it unique. Partly it is fully customizable by the wearer, and it's also worn just right up against the skin. So it is comfortable. It stays in place by the compression of your own garment. So if you have a good fitting bra, it will stay in place. I put it in the morning and I take it out at night. The adjustments I do are from the band of my bra. That's
Okay.
it.
And that's it.
And it stays in place.
So very easy to use and
Very easy.
and reuse.
Yeah.
Right?
And there's only 5 sizes. Because they're fully customizable by the amount of materials that you leave within, it makes it just a wonderful product to have. I have had people say it's like a hug.
Oh, wow.
And that I've given them their hug back because they're comfortable in their own skin. They have the freedom of living their life to their fullest, unobstructed. So hearing that I'm giving women their hug back, as a hugger myself,
Yes.
it has been probably one of the biggest warm feelings that I've had from this whole journey.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. I love that. Giving your hug back. Fantastic. When someone is in need of the prosthesis, what is the way you kind of set up the needs assessment with them? They come to your office, and how do you go about preparing everything for them?
Yeah, I don't have an office. It's e-commerce right now.
Okay.
It is in a couple of select pharmacies in Atlantic Canada.
Okay.
It's in a boutique in Nova Scotia. And, I'm slowly making waves. I am in e-commerce, and the chart, the sizing chart is very closed. So there's only 5 sizes from small to double XL. And it's based on sister sizing.
Right.
So there's a couple of sizes that fit in small and medium and whatnot. So because they're fully customizable, there's a bit of play, and you don't need to repurchase a prosthesis because you've gained 10 pounds or lost 10 pounds. You fulfill your own needs by the amount of fleece that you remain in the prosthesis and how it fits.
Incredible.
Yeah. So it's a balance, right?
Yeah. I think it's revolutionary and so simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. So let me ask you this question. What advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs, especially women looking to enter the wellness space?
The wellness space is so big. And there's so much room for growth. There's so many things that have not been discovered yet. And we see it every day. New cosmetics, new lotions or potions or whatever, what have you, with natural materials. It's the cutting edge. It is where a lot of people want now. It's reducing the toxins, being more holistic, whether it's through therapy. What I found was post-operative care is a lot of toxic materials. It's chemotherapy, it's radiation, it's medication to reduce estrogen afterwards.
Right.
And when you're done, your body tells you that it's not okay. You do that for surviving, and you do that to live another day. But what I found the most comforting is building that community of supporters. And as an entrepreneur, it's having mentors in place that really believe and understand what it is that you're working on.
Excellent.
It makes a difference.
It really does. I say all the time the power of cooperation and community, because even being self-employed, there's no such thing. You need a team behind you.
Right.
Yeah.
You're never self.
You're never self.
And that goes back to when you're in treatment, you're never alone.
Mm.
There is such an amazing community to help you get through it. I actually had a T-shirt that everybody that had a hand in my health actually signed. Some with a message. I probably have about 30 people that signed that T-shirt. And to me, it's so impactful. I have it hung in my office. And it's like, it does. You're never alone.
You're never alone. It's a great reminder.
It is.
Fantastic. So what's next for you? Any projects, any events that we can know about to support you?
Well, really, the support right now is awareness. It is a new product. The prostheses is accepted by Health Canada as a medical device. So it is covered by insurance. Most insurance plans do cover. It's a matter of having to check with your own provider to make sure you have the right level of coverage. Some provinces do actually cover it under their programs.
Which ones?
Oh, they're all different. They're all over the place. Yeah, they really are. And I think it speaks to, even as a natural material, it has clout in the game, right? So as simplistic as it appears and it seems, having those comments about, I forget I'm wearing it. It's so comfortable.
Right.
It's easy to care for. It's easy to put in. It's, all those things that are reported back to me about the prostheses is so powerful. And there's other materials, other things that I'm looking to develop, some towards accessories or things that actually go well with the prostheses. Right. So swim shell and, other products.
This is amazing. Well, I'm so grateful that you're here, and this is, incredible news for so many people, I think. And I, as I shared the personal experience with my mom, maybe feeling some shame and lots of discomfort about the way she looks. I think this is really going to be a game changer for so many people, and I'm grateful for you. And sometimes, we have to go through, I call them blessings and lessons, and I applaud you for the courage for taking what happened and you sharing it with all of us and changing the way the world looks at, this, I don't even want to call it a burden, but this, what would you call it? What happened to you?
Yeah, I call it a disruption.
Disruption.
So it's a disruption that you have to take care of yourself. You have to take a step back and really look and evaluate at what you need to do, whether it's chemotherapy, radiation, surgery.
Yes.
All those things have a major impact in your life as well as your loved ones' lives. I didn't go through this journey alone. I have a husband, I have family, I have my children, friends, people in my community that were impacted by that. And, to just be met in our local coffee shop and say, oh my God, you look great. Not a hair in my head. And just having people go, you look great. It means I was alive.
Yes.
It meant everything. And I think when that level of comfort and being able to be myself came about from those types of feedback, it meant everything. It meant I was still part of that community, living and being there.
Living and becoming. Thank you so much for this, powerful story. I know that it's impacted me, and I can't wait for everyone else to hear it. So thank you. Thank you very much. Where can people find you on social media?
On social media, I'm on Facebook, my personal Facebook page, my Au Naturel Solutions business page. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
I'm starting to post more. I'm not an extrovert. I'm really an introvert when it comes to, but without putting a message out there, I'm not doing myself a favor for anybody else who is looking for the solution.
Yeah.
And natural materials, although people say it's, it's a trendy thing, it's not trendy when it's something that you really need.
Mm-hmm.
It's a necessity.
It's a necessity. I always say keep it simple. So going back
Exactly.
to purity is the best way. Simonne Cormier, thank you so much for being here. You really touched me with your story, and definitely will continue to follow you and support you. And I know my mother will too. So thank you again.
Thank you so much,
Awesome.
Nikki. This has been a delight.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much for stopping by and listening to another powerful story here on the Nikki Clarke Show. We'll see you next time. God bless. Love you.